If I had to choose one animal that completely breaks our usual ideas about nature, I would choose the octopus without hesitation. The more I learn about octopuses, the less they seem like simple sea creatures, and the more they resemble something truly unique. I want to start with a fact that immediately changes how we see them. An octopus does not think the way humans do. It does not even think the way most animals do. Its intelligence is distributed throughout its entire body. And once you understand this, everything else about the octopus begins to make sense. First, the basics, but basics that are important. Octopuses are not fish. They have no bones, no scales, and no spine. They belong to the group of cephalopod mollusks. Their closest relatives are squids, cuttlefish, and surprisingly, snails. From an evolutionary point of view, this makes octopus intelligence even more fascinating. How did a soft-bodied invertebrate develop such complex behavior? Octopuses live in oceans and seas all around the world. They can be found in warm tropical waters, in temperate zones, and even in cold regions. Some species live in shallow coastal areas, while others inhabit depths of hundreds of meters. Despite this variety, most octopuses share one preference. They live close to the seafloor. They are bottom-dwelling animals. Open water offers them very little. What they need are structures: rocks, crevices, coral reefs, sandy burrows, and natural shelters. An octopus chooses a location that allows it to stay hidden while still observing its surroundings. This choice is not random. It reflects a careful balance between safety and awareness. Now, let's move to physiology, because this is where octopuses truly stand out. An octopus has 3 hearts. 2 of them pump blood through the gills, where oxygen is absorbed. The third heart pumps oxygenated blood through the rest of the body. Interestingly, when an octopus swims actively, the main heart can temporarily stop beating. This is one reason why octopuses prefer crawling along the seabed rather than swimming for long distances. Swimming is simply too exhausting for them. Their blood is blue, not red. Instead of hemoglobin, which contains iron, octopus blood uses hemocyanin, which contains copper. This makes oxygen transport more efficient in cold, low-oxygen environments. Once again, this shows how perfectly octopuses are adapted to life in diverse marine conditions. The body of an octopus is incredibly flexible. Because it has no bones, it can squeeze through any opening that is larger than its beak. And the beak is the only hard part of its body. This ability allows octopuses to escape predators, explore tight spaces, and access food sources that other animals simply cannot reach. Now let's talk about arms. Not tentacles, but arms. An octopus has 8 arms, each covered with rows of suction cups. These suction cups are not just for gripping. They are extremely sensitive sensory organs. They can detect texture, pressure, and even chemical signals. In other words, an octopus can partially taste the world through its arms. Here comes one of the most extraordinary facts. Around 60% of an octopus's neurons are located in its arms, not in its central brain. Each arm can process information and make basic decisions independently. The central brain provides overall coordination, but the arms handle the details. This means that an octopus does not experience the world from a single point of control. Its intelligence is decentralized. This is completely different from how human brains work and challenges our traditional definition of cognition. Now let's look at vision. Octopus eyes are highly developed and, in many ways, similar to human eyes. They can form sharp images and detect movement with great precision. However, octopuses are believed to be mostly colorblind. Instead of focusing on color, they excel at detecting contrast, patterns, and motion. This makes sense in an underwater environment where light behaves differently and colors fade with depth. For an octopus, recognizing shapes and movement is far more important than distinguishing colors. Despite their strong vision, octopuses rely heavily on touch. Their arms constantly explore their surroundings, gathering information. When an octopus interacts with an object, it is not just seeing it, it is actively analyzing it through direct physical contact. Now, let's talk about feeding behavior. Octopuses are carnivorous predators. Their diet typically includes crabs, lobsters, shrimp, mollusks, and fish. They do not chase prey over long distances. Instead, they use a strategy based on patience and precision. An octopus approaches its prey carefully, secures it with its arms, and uses its powerful beak to break through shells or flesh. Many species also inject venom, which helps immobilize prey. While this venom is usually harmless to humans, it is extremely effective for hunting. One of the most well-known abilities of octopuses is camouflage. Octopuses can change the color, brightness, and texture of their skin in fractions of a second. This is made possible by specialized skin cells called chromatophores, iridophores, and leucophores. Together, these cells allow octopuses to create complex visual patterns. Camouflage is not only about hiding. Octopuses also use color changes to respond to their environment, regulate interactions, and reflect internal states. These changes are controlled directly by the nervous system, not by hormones, which makes the process extremely fast and precise. Now, we reach the topic that fascinates scientists the most: intelligence. Octopuses are considered the most intelligent invertebrates on Earth. In controlled studies, they have demonstrated the ability to solve problems, navigate mazes, open containers, recognize shapes, and remember solutions over time. They are capable of both short-term and long-term memory. They can learn from experience and adjust their behavior accordingly. If an octopus encounters a threat or a challenge, it may respond differently the next time. What makes this even more remarkable is that octopuses are solitary animals. They do not live in groups, they do not teach their young, and they do not rely on social learning. Each octopus develops its skills independently. Their lifespan, however, is very short. Most octopus species live only 1 to 2 years. In this limited time, they grow rapidly, learn how to hunt, adapt to their environment, reproduce, and then die. After reproduction, many octopuses stop feeding and gradually weaken. Females, in particular, show extreme dedication. They guard their eggs continuously, often without eating, until the eggs hatch. This behavior highlights how biological programming can drive complex and purposeful actions, even in animals with short lives. From an evolutionary perspective, octopuses demonstrate that intelligence does not require a backbone, long lifespan, or social structure. Their minds evolved independently from vertebrates, yet they reached a high level of complexity. This is why octopuses are so important to science. They force us to rethink what intelligence is and how it can emerge. They show that cognition is not a single path, but a set of solutions shaped by environment and survival. If I had to summarize this lesson, I would say this: the octopus is a reminder that nature does not follow our expectations. A soft-bodied mollusk with a short life and no bones can still develop remarkable problem-solving abilities, adaptability, and awareness. And the more we study animals like the octopus, the clearer it becomes that intelligence exists in many forms, often where we least expect it.